Jack London, The Little Lady of the Big House, Part 50. Man, Graham laughed. You could make a poem on the wonder of water. I've met fire worshippers, but you're the first real water worship I've ever encountered. And you're no desert dweller either. You live in a land of water, pardon the bull, but as I was saying, Graham never completed his thought. From the right, not far away, came the unmistakable ring of shod hoofs on concrete, followed by a mighty splash and an outburst of women's cries and laughter. Quickly, the cries turned to alarm, accompanied by the sounds of prodigious splashing and floundering as of some huge drowning beast. Dick bent his head and leaped his horse through the lilacs. Graham on Altadena followed at his heels. They emerged in a blaze of sunshine on an open space among the trees, and Graham came upon an unexpected picture as he had ever chanced upon in his life. Trees surrounded the heart of the open space was a tank, four-sided of concrete. The upper end of the tank, full width, was a broad spillway shined with an inch of smooth, sleeping water. The sides were perpendicular. The lower end, roughly corrugated, sloped out gently to solid footing. Here, in distress that was consternation, and in fear that was panic, excitedly bubbled up and down a cowboy in bearskin chaps, vacuously repeating the exclamation, "Oh God, oh God!" The first division of it rising in inflection, the second division inflected fallingly with despair. On the edge of the further side, facing him in bathing suits, legs dangling toward the water, sat three terrified nymphs. And in the tank, the contour of the picture, a great horse, bright bay and wet and ruddy, sitting vertical in the water, struck upward and outward into the free air with huge four hoofs still gleaming in the wetting sun, while on its back, sleeping and clinging, was the white form of what Graham took at first to be some glorious youth. Not until the stallion, sinking, emerged again by means of the powerful beat of his legs and hoofs, did Graham realize that it was a woman who rode him, a woman as white as the white silken slip of a bathing suit that molded to her form like a marble carven veiling of drapery. As marble was her back, save that the fine delicate muscles moved and crept under the silken suit as she strove to keep her head above water. Her slim round arms were twinned in yards of half-drawn stallion mane, while her white round knees slipped on the sleek, wet satin pads of the great horse's straining shoulder muscles. The white toes of her dug for a grip into the smooth sides of the animal, vainly seeking a hold on the ribs beneath. In a breath, or the half of a breath, Graham saw the whole breathless situation, realized that the white, wonderful creature was a woman, and sensed the smallness and daintiness of her despite her gladiatorial struggles. She reminded him of some Dresden china figures set absurdly small and light and strangely on the droning back of a titanical beast. So draught was she by the bulk of the stallion that she was a midget or a tiny fairy from fairyland come true.